Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy.
If you have a puppy question you need help with, join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Instagram or TikTok at the Puppy Academy.
This is where we tackle your toughest training challenges and guide new puppy parents on how to make puppyhood easy.
If you're ready for more in-depth puppy help right now, check out our online school at thepuppyacademy.com to have us personally guide you through every step of puppyhood and in raising a happy, well-mannered pup.
We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show. Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show, episode 245. We have a special guest today. We got Coconut. She is literally in the logos of our shirt. That logo is of her. She is everything to this company, and she's turned 14 today.
14.
So she's an old lady now.
So she doesn't have to wear anything she doesn't want to wear.
She's very pissed off at me, so I'm giving her back to mom.
She was actually fine over there when she put it on. It just fell off. She didn't like being held and being
I've never
fussed
seen
with.
Coconut so mad. Being what with?
Being messed with.
Oh, God.
Did you think I said the
I
other
really
word?
did. I actually had to go back. I'm actually going to watch the replay because I think you said the bad word.
I didn't. I don't think I've ever said that word in that way in my life.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is one we actually already kind of read to ourselves, and we have some follow-up questions. So if you're live and you're here and you want a follow-up answer to it, please jump in. This is for Hannah Wilson. And anyone throwing questions in the chat, anyone who sent in questions, we like the back and forth. It's our favorite part of it. So if you guys have a question or a follow-up question to the answer we gave, please throw it in there. I'm going to wear it the whole time. If it fits over my chin, I'm going to wear it too. So throw a follow-up. We like the back and forth. This is from Hannah Wilson. 4-month-old retriever who likes pets and wants them but is still biting us. He does good sometimes, and then the voice in his head tells him to bite. It's almost like a fleeing bite. What do we need to do to stop this behavior? So the only thing that gave me pause was the fleeing bite. So I'm curious if that's we're petting the dog and then it gets overstimulated, tries to leave, we don't stop petting him, and is he retaliating and going back and nipping at your hands to say like, hey, back off? That's what I'm curious of. If that's the case, then leave your dog alone. He doesn't want to be pet. Like, really, in that... Okay, I can't leave this here because I'm trying to balance it on my head. I'm curious what kind of energy your dog has. This is what we see most often is we're petting a dog and most pets look like this. We're massaging them and we're playing with their face. And after a while, they're like, all right, cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Licking you. And then it's starting to be bites or little snaps at your hand. And that's not malicious. That's your puppy being a puppy. That's them exploring their environment with their mouth. But also that's them expressing their, I don't know if I call it displeasure, their overstimulation on what they feel, and they just react in that way. And I don't think those are malicious bites. I think those are bites that kind of control you a little bit to be like, hey, enough, I'm overstimulated. If it's a fleeing bite, I think that would actually be a bit of a concern to me because that means that they're running away, turning, biting, and then continuously moving away from you. And that would be fear to me. So I would say that I'd probably do like a private trainer if I'm getting that fleeing bite. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, we see that with cats. Like you go and a cat is like, oh, I love you. And then you go to scratch their belly and they're like, and they pounce because they'll have really specific areas that they think it's fun to do it.
And that's not the fleeing bite. That's just the first part.
And it is playful, but it's also a little bit uncomfortable. And we don't see that with dogs as often, but that is kind of what you're describing. Or I shouldn't say dogs. We don't see it with young retriever puppies as often, but it does kind of sound like that's what you're describing, that there's certain areas or a certain level of energy. Or I've even seen this, this actually happened recently with a friend of mine with a cow. I'm not even kidding. A cow that really loved to be scratched. And she had nails, a cow. And she had nails. And she really started, and at first he was like, this is great. And then all of a sudden, boom, he was laying down, he got up fast. So my point is just this is something that happens to all animals. We just have to learn how to balance out what we want with what the dog wants. So on the safety side of things, in case that is what's happening, maybe you start moving your fingers too fast, maybe you're starting to touch an area they're uncomfortable with. The first thing we got to do is really, really slow down. And we've got to stick to just what we generally know works, which is stay away from the face and ears. Really friendly, sweet dogs that love to be pet puppies, I should say, will always go to bite you when you go for the face. It's such a common thing. So let's wait till the puppy is semi-calm to start with. Okay, I guess I should say that's step one. And then you're just going to go in for a little temperature taker. You're going to go in for a little shoulder rub, just kind of taking the dog's temperature. If they're immediately standing up, going to nip, they do not want to be pet. And you go really slow, like you're going in to get a massage, and don't scratch yet, because that can, if you have nails, that can cause overstimulation. That was the whole point of my cow thing. Is that because I say scratchies all the time, but sometimes that will overstimulate dogs, puppies. So go in with slow fingers and a light massage. Don't like dig in like, your Thai massages, okay? So light massage, and just see where the puppy is at. You're just taking their temperature. If they kind of go, oh, keep going. Go to chest, go to body. And then if they stay relaxed, go up to the head, like from the back. You get a couple kisses, you're pushing it. Because that's typically like, I'm about to nibble you. Doesn't mean anything bad. It's just it's pushing.
Excitement. It's stimulation.
Yeah, you're pushing it. And then, so I get a couple kisses, and I might pause for a second, and then I go back down. And I would also, and stick to that. That's your form of affection for the next 2 weeks, and I'm curious what happens with the biting. And then let's make sure we've got proper boundaries around thresholds, coming out of crate, taking food. What's the training look like? What's the play, the structured play, fetch, drop it? No. What's the no look like? Like, let's make sure.
It all matters. It all plays a role into tiring her out, bringing the mental side down, the physical side down, so she can just lay on the couch with you or on her place and just take some calm, efficient pets.
Yeah. In case this is a nervous thing, if you're physically able, I would only get on the floor to hang with this dog. I would get into their space rather than bring them into my space on the couch, because I'm a little afraid that if you're right, and I'm overwhelmed, I need a break. Once you hit adolescence in 2 to 6 months, it could be growling on the couch when not feeling like he wanting
to be touched.
Yeah, it could turn to growling. So I would stick to the floor for the next month and just see what you get, see what improvements you get, taking some of the things that we've said into consideration. One more thing I just want to say is, what's the handling look like? And this is what I mean by that. At night, all of y'all with your puppies at night, most nights, not every night, should be hanging back, having your puppies hang out with you. Again, this dog I wouldn't put this dog on the couch. I'd be on the floor. And I'm going to massage, and I'm going to stretch out the back legs, and I'm going to stick my finger gently in the paw pad. And if the dog is okay with that and doesn't jerk, I'm going to squeeze the fingertips. And then I'm going to go back and rub the dog again. And then I'm going to lift the tail out and go over the hindquarters. And then I'm going to roll over to the belly exposed and rub the belly, and then come up on the front leg and touch a paw pad, and then check an ear, open ear flap. What's your handling look like as far as... And you're
counter conditioning food in between all those. So you're actually giving food throughout if you need it.
If you need to. What's that look like? How are you prepping your puppy to be physically handled by family and vets and pet sitters that they don't know very well? How are you prepping them for the rest of their lives? Because between 2 months old and 1 year old is when you got to do it. You have to continue this through adolescence, because we see so much regression, because they do it when they're cute little puppies, but they stop around 6-7 months. Oh, yeah, he got bit by...
I was grooming a dog, and it didn't want to be groomed. It really didn't want to be groomed, and I was just holding it. So that's the definition of dogs who are scared. They're willing to bite. This dog wasn't trying to hurt me; it was trying to warn me away from him.
That's a pretty bad. I don't think that's a very good warning. I think he was trying to. You're trying to be nice.
He's sweet, and Finnegan loves me.
Okay, so Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one.
No, this is Finny.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I still think he likes me though.
Okay, we're gonna jump to the next question. We spent a lot of time on that just because we get so many questions on that, and that was a way that we haven't answered it in a while. So it's cool.
Sure.
All right, Instagram, Chloe Shaw. Hi, love you guys. Thanks. I have a 14-week-old show. Come on, Clark. Come on. Okay, so I'm really sorry that Instagram pauses a lot. We've been having so many issues with it the last month. You can, Chloe, if you need to, you can watch the replay in a few days. The full thing will be up on YouTube. And so you'll be able to watch it without interruption. We have decided to stop stopping for Instagram. Sorry. Okay. A show Cocker Spaniel. I love Cocker Spaniels. Called Finn. Speaking of Finn. He's great in so many ways. There's a but coming. But I would love a lion. Oh, even just 7 a.m. When do puppies start to sleep more? Well, puppies sleep a ton, right? They sleep like 18 to 20 hours a day, 16 to 20 hours a day.
A 14-hour week won't sleep for that long in a long stretch.
No, honestly, 9:45 p.m. to 5 a.m.
is long.
People would kill for that. That's 7 hours.
I gave a client advice this morning for a 6-month-old dog, 6 months old, that they were going to bed at 10 and waking up at 5. And I was like, 7 hours is incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I was like, set an alarm for 10:55 and get up one more time at 10:55 and give your dog one final potty. You just kind of like put out of bed and just do it. You'll get probably till like 8 a.m. or 7:30, something like that.
At 14 weeks old.
That's crazy.
So first of all, Chloe, you're doing really well. But let's give you guys some tips for how you can, increase this. I'm wondering, and Chloe, if you go to bed at 9:48 p.m., you're an amazing human, and I strive to do that so badly. When I do go to bed by like 10:30, I feel so much better. It's so amazing. But anyway, enough about me. Chloe, you're doing great. But if you're going to bed at 10:15, or okay, that's at half an hour, 10:30, 10:45, 11, you want to disrupt your puppy, even if they're sleeping. This is the one time I would do that, and take them out for one final quick pee right before you go to bed. I mean, I'm brushing my teeth before I do my final puppy potty. You'd agree with that? Yeah. So that would be one thing. Let's make sure that you're doing that. The other thing I would say is right now with the time, the way that it is, the daylight, the circadian rhythm, I'm dealing with this with my 2.5-year-old getting up much earlier than normal. And it's because we need to block more light coming in. And so try that. You could try covering the crate, or if you want to go all out, and do something more in the room to block out any light coming in, that could help. Like they cannot have a sliver of light or that circadian rhythm kicks in. I know 5 a.m. it's still dark, but I'm just saying that will help tremendously as well. Just elongate the amount of time that your puppy will sleep. So if you do go to bed at more like 10:30 and you really cover that crate and there's not even light from like your phone or an alarm or something like that, it's not facing the crate because they're super sensitive to that. We are too. We've just kind of
got used to it.
We've screwed ourselves up in other ways because of it. But that would be my advice. Do you have anything else to add other than just trying 20 minutes or letting her whine and seeing if there's an accident?
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
You have to see, but we have to give you a warning. You might get a pee accident in a crate.
Yeah.
But if you do, then you cut the time down by half. So it's like you gotta try it out, see what you get.
So if you push it to 5:30. Push it to 5:30, ignore the whining, you have a pee accident, you can't do it yet. Wait, but you don't have to wait forever. Wait like a week, 2 weeks, do it again.
Limiting access to your water a little bit earlier the previous night. Did you mention that?
No, I just assumed no water 3 hours.
No? I guarantee 90% of people on this show do not assume no water.
No, I mean, that was my fault. I just assumed, yeah.
Puppies cannot have water a few hours, more than 2 usually before bed.
3. I do 3.
Their body just can't handle it.
Yeah.
So if they have that water in, they're going to have to go potty. But even if you give water, they're going to go to bed at 10 p.m. You cut it at 7. Even from there, you're still going to get one big pee at like 10:29 or 10:35 when you do your final potty. They always hold some reserve in the tank, but you actually do want to help deplete them a little bit. And then when they wake up in the morning, you're giving food, you're giving water, and you're doing your food for training, water at the end of it.
Cool.
Perfect.
Cool. You got some tickety talk stuff?
I do have some ticket talk stuff. All right.
2-year-old.
My 2-year-old Frenchie is getting aggressive when he gets petted 1 minute. Getting aggressive when he gets petted 1 minute. Aggressive. So probably is calm 1 minute and then getting aggressive the next minute.
Yeah. 2 years old, we don't really address on this show. I'm really sorry. You're not in the puppy
I will say
form
this, though.
anymore.
If we did address it, we would recommend that. If we did address it, we would have recommended that you get one-on-one help with a private, balanced dog trainer, someone who actually works with aggression and they have experience working with younger dogs. 2-year-old is still pretty young.
And I would also say that this is a really common issue that I get with
Frenchies especially.
I was going to say bulldogs in general and especially Frenchies.
I don't see this a lot with bulldogs, mainly Frenchies.
Frenchies.
Bulldogs themselves are kind of lazy unless you have like an old English bulldog or something. But
so for me, what I see with bulldogs is like a sudden temperament change where you think they're bipolar, where they're all like this 1 second, and then the next they're like coming at your neck.
I've never had that happen to me.
Twice. It's all your
By the way, you know what? Never mind. Don't ever watch Baltic the Wolf Dog. Don't ever read that book. That's what bulldogs are originally bred for. Yeah.
Baltic the Wolf Dog?
Yeah. It's a brutal book.
Well, they have the cartoon.
It was on my 5th grade reading list somehow. Brutal scene in there.
They have the cartoon.
Brutal scene.
But there's no brutality. There's no bulldogs.
Read the book. Okay. All right. I got it. Same person. Fabulous Glow. Do you recommend a prebiotic?
We just discussed
Bethany says she doesn't like seeing my hair.
It's not me. Instagram is tired of seeing a giant this when you read your comments.
Do you recommend?
No, let me explain why I'm picking on you. On the repost.
She wants you guys to know why she's being mean to me.
Yes, exactly. And it's not just me. It's my boss right there, sitting there too.
Point the camera at her.
When she does the edits, she's like, all I see is your head, Sparky.
It's beautiful. Got great
yes, your wavy hair.
It's not good for engagement, Sparky.
That is fair.
Like Andy Griffith.
I had long hair down in my butt my whole life till I was like 29.
That's true, actually. Yeah. And it was beautiful. But you have hair like Andy Griffith.
Yeah, okay. All right, do you recommend... Can I read the question, though? Are we good? Are we good, guys? Can we read the question? All right. Do you recommend a probiotic that helps with itchy skin, bloody bumps, paw licking?
Oh, gosh. I think you got more than a probiotic is going to help with...
Probiotic is gut health usually, and I'm sure it affects some of this stuff,
it does.
But I don't think that's straight up allergies.
But gut health is
this is like food allergy or environmental allergy.
But
so
it can be a food allergy causing it too.
You're right. But let me go over this. I have a pity, and I have every health issue this dog is. Anyone has ever seen, it's hit my pity.
It's hit lady, yeah.
Itchy skin could be environmental. Usually probably is environmental. Bloody bumps, laying in the grass if it's on the belly. This is just my experience. I've done this a lot. I've paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to help this. Paw licking, usually environmental, walking on wet grass. So I would say there's a possibility that your dog has a grass allergy. Mm-hmm. That's usually what I see first. And if it's not grass, it could still be pollen environmental. And there's also
ragweed, it could be anything.
Yeah, but there's also a chance it could just be food. So what I start doing is I start eliminating protein sources. So if I'm on a chicken and brown rice formula, like dog food, most dogs eventually develop an allergy towards chickens. Like something like 86% of dogs in adulthood can develop a chicken allergy. My dog did, my other dog did, like all of our dogs have.
Dakota can only handle 2 proteins, like bison and beef. That's it.
So get rid of chicken first. Switch off poultry. Go from like poultry to beef. Do the 10-day switch over for your food so you don't get explosive diarrhea during your changeover. That's not fun either. And try changing proteins. Usually, if you stick with the same brand of dog food, you can change proteins and you don't have to do the full 10-day switch over because like 90% of the formula is the same. Just the protein is a little different. So your fat and protein ratios are a little bit off. But that would be my first check is changing my protein. Keeping the dog off of grass or wiping the belly with a wet wipe, a dog-safe wet wipe, so fragrance-free. And paws. And look up Malaket, M-A-L-A-K-E-T, pet wipes. You can get them on Amazon. They're actually like medical like wet wipes are really, really, really good for cleaning out yeast. I'm just giving you all the tips.
And we
Malaket's good. Myconahex is good. Malaket is a little stronger. It's a stronger chemical. It has a pretty pungent smell that you have to wash off your own hands, but it's a stronger thing to break down the yeast. Myconahex is a gentler formula, still the same packaging, still the same box, same company, but it's a gentler formula that doesn't create as much of the redness on the paws once it gets rid of the yeast.
Expert right here. We had my first German Shepherd.
Years of this.
My first German Shepherd, certain times of the year, would like eat his paws off. Yeah. It was crazy.
Lady was, yeah.
And that's what the vet said. Like, it was definitely an allergy to grass, pollen, things like that. But it just didn't seem like that because it was so inconsistent. It was pesticide. You got to remember, the parks that you're going to, they are sprayed with things. So if you're going fresh off of a spray and you had no idea, and that can cause real issues. So you just never know. But we had to do the same thing that you would do for pollen or whatever. It's just wipe down the paws every time we came in. And then we kind of figured it out. It was when they were redoing the fields for
it's the recycled water
stuff.
too, I bet.
It doesn't
A lot
help.
of parks use recycled water, so they're not filtrating the water that it comes out of the sprinklers and hits the park. So if you have animals peeing on it, pooping, washed away in it, that's all going in the drains and being pumped back out on the same grass as like fertilizer in a sense.
Lovely.
So that could absolutely be affecting your
But
dog.
at the end of the day,
Your
it's the
kids'
same,
feet.
and your kids do, yeah. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing.
There's 3 good puppy questions on TikTok.
Oh, look at
8-month-old Yorkiepoo, 5-month-old Schnauzer, and a 6-month-old Newfie.
All right. Put the same question 7 times to get us to answer it. Amy, just because you post it 7 times doesn't mean we're going to answer it that much quicker.
Actually, it kind of does. Because what she's doing is she's making sure it's like quick in the feed.
All right.
You know?
My 6-month-old pot, my 6 months potty at 9 p.m. sleep until.
That's not the question.
No, I'm just going in order.
I thought you were going to answer Amy's.
No, I'm going in order. My 6-month potty, 6 months. Read that damn question. Does that make sense to you? Wait, no. Chill out, everyone. We're going in order. I am not going out of order. Share and like, please. Thank you.
It's okay.
Go in order.
It's okay. It's okay.
Everyone gets your questions answered.
My 6-month-old will potty at 9 p.m. and sleep until 5 a.m. That is amazing. That's 8 hours, and that's amazing. Way to go,
You
kindness.
have a unicorn. Pat yourself on the back.
It took mine a while, you know. It took mine a while, but I need him to sleep until 6. You know, what can I do? Again, if you're going to bed at 9:15, then okay. But if you're going to bed at 9:30, do another potty, you know, before that mark. That's what I say.
If
And
you're
then
struggling, especially.
and then you probably heard the advice we gave the other person, a similar question. Okay, Mindy May says, Kindness says, I watch Andy Griffith every day and I love the show. I know, that's our favorite show.
My dad does too.
That's our favorite show too. Okay, Mindy May says, I'm getting an 8-week-old Yorkiepoo. I work 8 hours away from home. What do I do for potty?
You need some kind of like playpen crate setup. So imagine yourself getting a playpen. It has to be tall enough that your dog can't jump up and get their
Safe.
paw stuck
Has to
on
be
top. So it's like a secure playpen. They even have ones with little tops on it for extra security. I kind of recommend that for 8
I
hours.
would, if it's a Yorkiepoo, just get a big crate.
Oh yeah, I always forget that advice. That's a good one.
Yorkiepoo,
Yeah,
get a big
you can
crate.
get like a massive crate for like a lab, like a big lab.
Yeah.
You could literally have the back end with a little dog bed, the front end with like a little potty pad off to the side.
A little water
Yeah,
hanging on
little
the
water
edge of
hanging
the crate.
outside, like what a guinea pig would use. They have those for dogs as well.
You can train
And-
them, yeah.
Yeah, and they just kind of get. Oh, you mean the bowl? The bowl
Yeah,
that hangs on
yeah.
the side.
But you can do that too.
Well, if you do the guinea pig thing, you can also do the bowl below it to catch the extra water. So that's just an easy setup to use.
But yeah, that's what I would do. Just know the potty training is going to take you longer. You're going to have to get up earlier. You have to do your training, your walk. You're going to have to come home and not just sit on the
And
couch.
it matters more when you get home and before you leave for work, more than anything else, that you have a really nice schedule. So you're going out for your potties. Otherwise, your dog is always going to pee on a pad and want to do it inside your home. So when you're home, you have to get them out. Don't use the potty pads. When you're gone, that's the only time I use the potty pad.
And then if you're able, get a rover. Get a rover to come over once a day. The puppy still needs another place to pee because it's going to pee every hour and a half, an hour with a Yorkie
Yeah,
poo.
and they're going to fill up a pad pretty quickly.
Yeah, and so, but having a rover to just give 15, 20 minutes of relief and human interaction
And swap the pad.
midday and swap out the pad they don't need to go outside. Like they can just swap out the pad. If you have a backyard, a quick potty, and then just play inside, you know, just something. That's what I would do if possible, especially with that breed combo, you know. Yeah, I would. Let's see. 5-month-old Schnauzer from JK is not food motivated, and when outside doesn't listen to me.
Oh, that's so tough.
It is. I'll have to admit though, like, it's so unusual for me to work with a dog and not find food motivation. There are other ways. You could try a toy, but I'll be honest, like, for me, you need to have more skill with a toy to make sure you don't create crazy drive.
That eventually turns into reactivity with other dogs later on.
Especially with a Schnauzer. But you can do it. You can totally do it. I've seen it done, and it works beautifully. You could also do, there's multiple ways to train a dog successfully and fairly. Food is just so easy. I would just skip morning meal, or skip evening meal and try to train the next morning, or skip morning meal and try to train in the afternoon, and get some, you know, freeze-dried liver, you know, something really high value that's still healthy, it doesn't have a bunch of crap in it. And I would do that just a couple of days. Don't skip 3 days of meals, but then you start to offer the puppy the kibble or whatever it is. Even if you feed wet food, get gloves and do wet food. Start to do that for their training. You might have to use some treats to get over the hump, but start to do it for training. If they don't eat it, that's their prerogative. By the next day, they're going to start eating it, and they're going to start focusing more. And don't try to do this outside. Shape it inside. Do go 3 days. Don't even go for a walk. Just work your dog inside for their walk time and work time, and you will get focus. And you'll be able to go outside.
We teach in controlled settings. We proof in uncontrolled settings. So we teach inside where we're in full control. Then after we go to the driveway, we test out all the same techniques. It works 90%. The 10% that's not is when people walk by with dogs. We come back in and we start working on it again. So all of your improvements are done under threshold, below threshold, which means your dog is still looking for you and paying attention and receiving food, or just giving you focus to some degree. The minute you don't get focus anymore, you're above threshold, the teaching has stopped. You're in proofing, but your dog isn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Backtrack.
Amy, I'm glad that you put this question here 500 times. Thank you. What are you doing?
I was just trying to get the typing thing off.
Okay.
Why would you do it again?
But I can see it.
Oh my God.
I can see it fine.
Go.
He's got OCD problems. Okay. 6-month-old Newfie wakes up to drink water. Do you recommend leaving water in the crate? Well, this depends, and it depends. So I'm glad that you asked this 500 times so we could answer it. Sorry, I'm just teasing. It's because it's a Newfoundland, and
that one's tough.
If you have a Newfie in SoCal, unless I was having horrible potty accidents, I don't think I would ever pull water if it was summer in SoCal.
Unless I have extremely temperature-controlled home at 65 degrees at all times, or even 68 degrees.
But where you live, not where I live, but where like he lives, nobody has AC because you're supposed to be cool all the time from the beach.
Nico's and Riley's parents too. They have 24/7 AC on for their two big dogs.
Yeah, and it's if you have these types of breeds and you're in Arizona or something, first of all,
Arizona, yeah.
First of all, why? But second of all, if you don't have AC because you live by the beach and you're supposed to not need it, which is such a joke, it gets miserable down here just like anywhere else. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay attention to the water intake as long as you're not having potty accidents. What I would do if I was unsure about it is I would just leave this much in the water pail. Like, at least there's something when he wakes up in the morning. But if you live in Washington and it's nice and cool, it's not like, you know, dead summer, skip it, see how he does. You'll know. You will wake up to and drool or whatever, or stress, and then you'll know that he needs some water, okay?
Here in New Jersey, AC is blasting, but the boy loves water.
Well,
no,
does he need water or does he love water? Because Newfies love water.
Check the gums. If the gums are wet and slick, he doesn't need any water. If they're white and it looks like kind of like dry, he probably needs a little bit of water.
It's gross, but it's true. That's how you figure it out. If it's tacky.
But if he's drooling, he probably doesn't need water. That means he's still got something in
Well, I
there.
meant like stress drool.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Like if he seems stressed when he wakes up in the morning.
But is he stressed because he's obsessed with water and it's now a training obedience issue? Yeah, girl, come on. I got you. Let's hit it.
I like to defer on the safe side, and
I'm with you too, but she's in New Jersey. It's cold as heck in New Jersey.
Not all year round.
Well, right now it's probably still a little bit cold, right?
It's spring. It's getting warmer.
What temperature is it?
Honestly, probably around this. Probably a little bit.
No way. Then you need something in the in the crate.
We're all having this conversation.
New Jersey temperature.
I was going to tell you Celsius, so that wasn't going to be.
That was not going to be helpful, Canadian lady.
Never mind. He needs water.
She's close to try.
But anyway,
it's 91 degrees right now.
It really is trial and error. Trial and error.
Give him water.
All right, stop it. Okay, because we were late, we're gonna do.
80, but it's been 50, 60 when we had the issue.
50, 60 is okay.
Just
you probably
small,
don't need as much. Yeah, small amount.
Small
80
amounts.
though, yeah. Yeah, I might get him a fountain hooked up to my fridge.
More frequent small amounts, because if he drinks a lot at one time, he's gonna have to pee every 30 minutes for 2 hours.
It's true. How old
All
is
right,
the dog?
one more. She loves attention. No. Okay. She loves attention. You don't get any attention. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I just lost my spot. I'm trying to go in order. Like, you made me all crazy about it.
It's because you guys wanted me to skip people. Can't skip
Okay,
people.
can we?
You're getting called out. You look sunburned, they say.
I am sunburned. I got nuked. That's
You
good.
got
That's our Haley.
nuked.
Oh,
I was like, Haley Jean sounds
I
familiar.
recognize Haley too.
Yeah, I got nuked. We went to Renaissance Fair, and I got destroyed. You should see. Look at my farmer stand. Look at that. Woo, girl. It's
Well,
bad.
instead of a question, you got a farmer stand.
Yeah.
So.
Got that one too. Oh yeah, I'm all farmer stand up.
One more, you good?
Can we attempt a rapid fire few questions?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Caitlin.
We can attempt everything.
Caitlin says, 10-week-old, a female lab, great in crate during the night, but hates crate during the day. If not sleeping, that's really normal because of the circadian rhythm, and I would make sure that you're covering crate and the dog is completely away from all stimulation and you're playing a white noise machine as well as the radio.
And you're also mentally, physically, and giving some kind of stimulation when they come out of the crate. They can't just come out, play for 45 minutes to an hour, go back in and be calm. Play creates mental stimulation, physical stimulation. It amps them up. They need a balance. Work, play, train, break, calm, crate.
My Cockapoo is completely distraught in the car from the moment it moves. Nothing pacifies her. I would actually first get checked out at your vet. However, if it's a puppy, it's really common for the ear crystals not to be whatever it is that they're supposed to be. And I would put the dog in a crate and train in small segments every day. Also, sometimes just go out and get in and out of the car when you're not going anywhere.
Complete honesty, I spaced out for when you read the question, so I think I missed my answer on this one.
Cool. 1-year-old Cavapoo sleeps in crate from 9 to 8. Should I transition to
Holy crap, 11 hours.
to sleep out of the crate? That's
That's personal preference.
Yep.
If you notice any any new issues popping up in the next month, it's because of that.
Yep.
You just backtrack.
Any tips for recovery? Getting my Cavalier spayed next week. She does like her crate. Go ahead and do a little extra crate time now so it's not like a big deal when she has it. Put her on leash in the crate and then invite her out. That way she's not doing zoomies from pent up energy. And you're like, no, don't jump on the couch. Put her on leash in the crate when you're bringing her out.
Put her on leash when she comes out of the crate too. She wears a leash for the next 2
Isn't that what
weeks
I
of her
said?
heel.
Put it in
I
the
thought
crate.
you said
You bring it out of the crate.
Yeah, but you didn't say leave the leash on when she's out of the crate. When she's like in your home, in your living room,
I
she
see.
still wears a
I see.
leash. That is your limitation from her exercise.
Whenever she is spending time with you outside of crate, you could do a Kong, something they can lick, or a licky mat, and because that can help calm the brain down. Puppy's terrified of husband, has accidents when he comes in the house or near him. You, Robin, you need to do a full, not you, your husband needs to do a full program with a trainer on how to boost confidence. If this is not something that can be resolved in a week or two, this may not be the
Right.
dog for you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, because you wouldn't want your puppy to live this way in a household with this being the situation. So I would get one-on-one help immediately to see if this is something that the puppy can overcome.
Your dog is just
quickly.
as miserable as your husband is.
Yeah. Tiffany, is it bad to bring my 9-week-old puppy to work with me? I've been training and kenneling him for naps. No, if it's working for your office and for your puppy, it's great. Just remember, as the puppy gets older, you're going to have to set more and more boundaries and do training, on the job. And if you got
Can we
time
get
for
breed?
that, that's
Can we
great.
get breed? What's
No.
a dachshund or something?
No.
Okay, cool. I was going to say,
It's Cane Corso.
affection.
It's Cane
Is
Corso.
it Cane Corso?
No, I don't know.
I was gonna say it's literally like the same dog but a different size. Really, the amount of affection that your coworkers are giving the dog, or even you're giving the dog, everything has to be
She did
balanced.
say it's a
Holy
Cane.
shit, it is a Cane Corso.
She's just joking.
No,
I
she's
couldn't be
screwing
right.
with
She's
us.
got me screwing with us.
She's screwing
Yeah,
with
she's
us.
laughing. Yeah.
It probably is a Cane.
Everybody, come pet my like 90-pound,
You have to be
8-month-old.
conscious.
No, I'm just.
You are not.
You just got an F
You are
bomb out of
not.
me.
That is so funny.
You need to be very conscious
Clicking on your
of
profile.
your boundaries and who's coming in to pet your dog. When your dog hits like 6 to 8 months old, they start getting into like the adolescent stage, male or female. Males are just a little bit worse. Females are a little bit more goofy until they hit it at like 10 to 12 months old. But if everyone is allowed to pet your dog is going to start making rules on the people petting them. So you control all those greetings. On place, sitting down, even a 9-week-old puppy, I'm getting calm, relaxed.
Pretend you're going fast.
Yeah. People come in to go pet the dog and then you tell them, hey, keep your energy really, really calm and sit on the ground and be calm and don't breathe and don't say anything. And
Perfect. Have a great day, everybody.
and let the dog come up to them calmly, and you guys limit the greetings. When you start noticing like obsessive licking, that's getting close to nipping and biting. That's a bad behavior. That's when we're like, all right, guys, that's enough petting now. We're gonna do nap time now. Go away.
All right, Rodriguez, you missed it. So 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday next week. Come back because I want to answer that question.
What's the question?
Bye, everybody. Or online school. We do have one of those, and it's pretty good.
Oh, we gotta do thumbs for TikTok.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.